Dear students, under the chapter Ionic Equilibrium, 8th chapter in second volume, to start with, we are going to see the concepts of acids and bases. Concepts of acids and bases. The very first concept about acids and bases was given by Arrhenius. So Arrhenius concept. Let me start the session with Arrhenius concept. What is an acid? We may be knowing about acids and bases. You might have heard about acids and bases much earlier. But what is the characteristic of an acid? It was defined by Arrhenius in this way. An acid is a substance which gives hydrogen ions in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution, Dionysus, maybe sometimes partially, sometimes fully. In the case of hydrochloric acid, it is being a very strong acid, mostly forward direction. The reaction takes place in the forward direction. The reversible reaction is very, very minimum. So mostly, any acid, according to Arrhenius, an acid in aqueous solution should give hydrogen ions. If it gives hydrogen ions, it is considered an acid. Why do we consider hydrochloric acid as an acid? Because it gives hydrogen ions, that's all. So according to Arrhenius, so it is the oldest concept. According to him, an acid is a substance which should give hydrogen ion in aqueous solution. Then what about a base? Maybe sodium hydroxide? It is considered as a base. In aqueous solution, it gives hydroxide ions. Again, it is a strong base. It ionizes almost fully to give hydroxide ions. Since it gives hydroxide ions, it is said to be a base. And again, in the case of hydrogen ions, in aqueous solution, it combines with hydrogen ions to become hydronium ion. Hydrogen ion get combined with water to become what is called hydronium ion. Hydrogen in aqueous medium get combined to become H. H plus get combined with water to become HH2O plus. We call it as H3O plus. Hydronium ion. So either we say hydrogen ion or hydronium ion, both means the same. When I say hydrogen ion, I am not combining it with water, that's all. When I say hydronium ion, I coupled with water. In aqueous solution, hydrogen ion always exists as hydronium ion. So, according to Arrhenius, acid is a substance which gives hydronium ion in aqueous solution. Base is a substance which gives hydroxide ion in aqueous solution. So, that is about concept of acid and base. Let me give one more example. Let it be, say, calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide in aqueous solution. What may be the ions furnished by calcium hydroxide? It gives calcium ion, Ca2 plus, 2 hydroxide ions, and therefore 2 OH minus. It is a base. Why do we call it a base? Because it furnishes hydroxide ions. But being very old concept, it has got its own limitation. What is it? It cannot explain the behavior of acid and base in non-aqueous medium. That is without water. I said in aqueous solution, if it gives hydrogen ion, if it gives hydronium ion, it is said to be an acid. In aqueous solution, if it gives hydroxide ion, it is said to be a base. So what about non-aqueous medium? There are acids, there are bases in non-aqueous medium. And Arrhenius didn't say anything about the behavior of acids and bases in non-aqueous medium such as acetone. Do you know the molecular formula? A ketone CH3, CO CH3, acetone, 3 carbonatous propanone, and then tetrahydrofuran, THF. These are all non-aqueous solvents. Furan means it is a heterocyclic compound. You might have studied. It is a heterocyclic compound. If both the double bonds are saturated with hydrogen, if 4 hydrogen atoms are added, it is said to be tetrahydrofuran. It is furan. If 4 hydrogen atoms are added, it becomes tetrahydrofuran. CH2, 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 CH2O. Earlier it was CH double bond, CH double bond O. It is said to be furan. CH2, 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 CH2 becomes tetrahydrofuran. All right. So, in these solvents, they are all organic solvents. In these solvents, hydrochloric acid will not give hydrogen ion, sodium hydroxide will not give hydroxide ion, and therefore we cannot say those things are not acids and bases. So, in that way, he failed to explain the behavior of acids and bases in non-aqueous solutions such as acetone or tetrahydrofuran, etc., whatever it may be, either, so many things. And then, it cannot explain the behavior of acids and bases. Acids which cannot give hydrogen ions. There are acids which may not have hydrogen ion. There are bases which cannot have hydrogen ion. For example, boron trifluoride. We don't have hydrogen in it. Ammonia, we don't have hydrogen or hydroxide in it. It is considered an acid, it is considered as a base that we will be discussing later. It is an acid. It is a base. But according to Arrhenius, we cannot say. There are acids and bases without hydrogen and hydroxide ions. And about that, Arrhenius didn't mention anything. So that is again one of the limitations of Arrhenius theory. So 2 limitations we have seen. One, it explains only in non-aqueous, explains the behavior of acids and bases only in non-aqueous, only in aqueous medium, not in non-aqueous solutions like acetone or tetrahydrofuran. Again, it cannot explain the behavior of acid which cannot furnish hydrogen, base which cannot furnish hydroxide ion. So that is about Arrhenius concept. I hope you might have understood the concept well. And let me give a few examples. You just try to classify acids and bases. All right. Let me give you 2-3 compounds, and you can say whether those compounds are acids or bases. HNO3, BaOH twice, H3PO4, CS3COH. Classify the following as acid or base using Arrhenius concept. According to Arrhenius, very easily you can say. What about nitric acid? Nitric acid in water ionizes to give H plus ion and NO3 minus ion. Therefore, it is an acid, according to Arrhenius. Then what about barium hydroxide? Since it contains hydroxide ion in aqueous solution, it dissociates to give barium ion and hydroxide ions, 2 hydroxide ions. Phosphoric acid, it ionizes in water to give, if it gives only one H plus, H2PO4 minus, again it can ionize to give H plus, HPO4 2 minus, again it can ionize to give PO4 3 minus and H plus. Again acid. It is a base. What about acetic acid? In solution, it forms acetate ion and hydrogen ion. Therefore, it is said to be an acid. These hydrogen ions in water exist as hydronium ion. So that is about the concept of acid and base according to Arrhenius. And again I can say the acids which can furnish more concentration of, which can give more concentration of hydrogen ion, strong acid. If it ionizes almost fully, very strong acid. If it ionizes only slightly to give low concentration of hydrogen ion, weak acid. Likewise, a base which can give high concentration of hydroxide ion by complete ionization, strong base. If it ionizes only slightly, it is said to be a weak base. So that is about Arrhenius concept. So Arrhenius means aqueous medium, furnishing hydrogen ion, that is hydronium ion, acid, furnishing hydroxide ion base. It explains only in aqueous medium. It cannot explain the behavior of acids and bases which cannot give hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Thank you.